Hello, Aluxers. The first day of spring, Monday, January, there are so many times we accept as a good day to start something new. But how many times do we actually follow through on our commitment to start? The trouble with choosing a date as your reason to start is that dates are completely arbitrary. They're meaningless, man-made systems to help us maintain order, nothing more, nothing less. Welcome to Alux.com. The place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. The truth is that a date can never inspire you to start. A date doesn't magically have all the answers or pave the way to a result in smooth sailing. So the only date or day or pending deadline you have is right now. Number 1. Tomorrow never comes. If you plan to start tomorrow, then we can guarantee you won't ever start because before you know it, tomorrow is today and there are 100 everyday things vying for your attention all over again. Tomorrow is usually code word for never, like those lame pub joke boards that state free beer tomorrow. You won't find a free day suddenly or have a completely clear schedule, nor will all of your to-dos suddenly get done. So forge ahead with all of your plans or dreams no matter what else is going on. Even if it's a baby step, it's still a step forward, so get going today. Number 2. Feeling unprepared is part of the territory. Like Ricky Starr put it, no matter what you do, everyone starts off as a rookie. If you don't feel unprepared, nervous, or a little out of your league, then you should probably reach a little further. It's completely expected for someone starting something new to feel overwhelmed during the experience. That comes with the territory of making a move. Those feelings are your natural guides. They help keep you in check, keep you focused, and your mind sharp. Don't wait until something feels natural or normal before you start doing it, because you won't have the adrenaline and excitement you need to give you the guts to keep going. What you do know is enough to get started, so get to it and stop delaying. Number 3. What does a good time to start really look like, if not now? Try to describe what a good starting time looks like. Cast your mind back to this sliver in time that you've experienced before. You can't because there's no such thing. Maybe you're planning to sort out your clothing cupboard. Maybe it's Tuesday evening and you're watching YouTube, so you decide you'll do it on Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon will be the perfect time to get stuck into that. But when Sunday rolls around, you'll feel lazy. You have worked this thing up to a really big task, and now your cat needs to go to the vet, so that cupboard remains unsorted. Instead of delaying, try starting right now. Well, after this great video, of course. Even if you just do one shelf, having one tidy shelf will inspire you to do more and give you a positive boost to feel good about yourself. You know, the opposite of the feeling you get from delaying something. Number 4. Starting is hard, but get over it. Give yourself a minute to acknowledge that starting something is the hardest part, and then get over it. Most people just talk about starting something, but right now, today, you're about to do it and actually start something. You can't get along in anything without that first moment of starting, so you may as well stop avoiding it and get to it. It's like a band-aid. Rip it off fast, get it over and done with, so you can enjoy that amazing feeling of pride in yourself. Number 5. Mistakes aren't the end of the world. This won't be your first start and probably won't be your last. You might start a million things before you start something that is really successful. We're talking savings plans, gym routines, relationships, or businesses. That's because most of us mess up a few times before we succeed. Mistakes are part of the territory, so don't overthink starting up because it's just one of many steps that need to be taken. If you fail and find yourself back at square one, you aren't really all the way back at the start. You are at a new start, but you're a different person with a ton more experience. So consider your mistakes and failures as a move forward, and certainly not the end of the world, but rather a beginning of a new start. Number 6. No one made it big without taking a risk and being a bit scared. Is the fear of taking the plunge holding you back? Often we don't only have the risk of money or career, but also our pride when we start something new. But there is little worth pursuing that doesn't take a bit of risk. you'll struggle to find many people lining up to take a risk just for entertainment. But when you weigh up the alternatives of missing out on an opportunity by remaining stagnant, then the choice to not act actually becomes the risky one. By starting today, you are being brave. You are moving ahead without everything lined up, before all the stars are aligned, and even before you feel ready for it. But the risk will have bigger payoffs than what you gain from playing it safe. Number 7. Regret is worse than failure. Chad Michael Murray once said, "Our biggest regrets are not for the things we've done, but for the things we haven't done." Nothing feels worse than watching someone succeed with an idea you also had, or date a person you wanted to ask but didn't. In those moments, you know for sure it would have been better to have tried and failed than to feel the regret you have from failing to act. So ask yourself, would you rather fail or see someone else succeed when you didn't even start at all? As Beverly Knight sings, "Shoulda, woulda, coulda are the last words of a fool." Number 8. If you don't choose yourself, who will? Richard Branson once said, "The only person who can make your business succeed is not an investor or even a mentor. It is you." So that's it. You have the ultimate team member in yourself. Forget a trainer and fancy gym equipment. You are the most important person that can change your body. Want to live a more exciting travel life? Only you can see it through. The world needs you. You might not even know it, but the truth is that without you putting yourself out there, you could be withholding your greatness from the world, and you might be exactly what is needed where you're failing to act. You already have the most valuable factor in the equation in yourself, so stop procrastinating and get started. And if you need some more advice on how to stop procrastinating, look no further than our video on the topic, 10 ways to stop procrastinating. Number 9. Distractions will always be there, but this moment won't be. There will always be washing to be done, there will always be a new blog to read or a little more research to do before you feel like it's time to start something new. Without a plan, you'll spend your life jumping from distraction to distraction. If you don't have a plan, you can plan to fail, according to Benjamin Franklin. So if you're going to start, you need an iron stomach for sticking to the plan you set out for yourself. Let the phone ring, let the email wait a day, binge watch another time, and give yourself time to start something you really care about right now. Don't forget, it only takes 365 days of distraction to lose an entire year. Number 10. Starting something makes you productive in all areas. Have you noticed how much more you get done during a busy season? Just ahead of having a big dinner party, you'll have the most productive week at work. Plus, nail it on all parenting duties, put in extra gym time, and pull off a fabulous dinner evening for you and your friends. You'll also cram in hanging those paintings you've been meaning to do for 2 years, and take down the Christmas decorations even though it's already April. If you want to know the best part about starting something new, you can be sure you're going to see a productivity boost in all areas of your life. Suddenly, you'll be more organized than ever and be ticking items off your to-do list like there's no tomorrow. Having less time to spare also means you prioritize better. You have to make choices about how to best spend your time to boost your productivity. Soon you'll realize you've been wasting your time and how much more time you have when you're organized. Like the saying goes, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Number 11. You'll have something new to talk about. There is nothing like starting something new to give you a confidence boost in conversations. When you find yourself around people, you'll have plenty to tell them, ask advice, or bat around new ideas. You starting something new will also inspire those around you to get cracking, and conversations around you will become more and more enlightening and inspiring. And we all know how important new learning and inspiring conversations are to successful people. Number 12. You will suddenly see new doors and opportunities opening up to you as you make new connections. One door always opens up a few more, so when you start something new, you'll automatically be exposing yourself to new opportunities. You might start something today like clearing up your local park, and before long, you've started a global cleanup movement. Each project you start is creating new possibilities that weren't in existence before you began, so open a whole new world beyond your wildest dreams by starting something today. And if you want to know some more about this mindset, look into our video, 15 Things to Do When You're Out of Options. Number 13. You will inspire others. One of the greatest sources of inspiration to someone starting out is someone further ahead on the journey. The moment you start something, you are miles ahead of everyone still struggling to start. Even if you just write a one-page proposal or apply for a course or a meal prep for a week, you are able to inspire someone who hasn't gone that far yet. The benefits come right back at you. Inspiring others is also a great way to help keep yourself in check. A little prod from the next person downstream is a great way to encourage us to keep on. There are many programs that rely heavily on this principle. From network marketing pyramids to sobriety programs, having someone looking up to you and being inspired by your actions is a great way to stay on track. And who doesn't want to feel like a hero? Number 14. You will be kicking fear to the curb. Fear is a weird beast. It's only present when the subject of our fear is not around. The moment we are faced with the thing we're fearing, we are forced to leap into action. We can fight, flee, or even hide, but whatever we choose, we are doing something. Fear is there when we think about a new idea. It can be dreadful, a pit in our stomach. But the moment we take out a blank piece of paper and start writing the novel, the fear disappears. It has no more hold over us, because as we fill that blank page with words, we are taking away its power. One of the most feared things is change. When you start something new, you affect change and show fear who's boss. Number 15. You are already living in the perfect now. You might look back and think you should have started 10 years ago. Well, too bad, my friend, that ship has sailed, and you could think that you'd be better off starting when you have a different bank balance or your relationship is in a different place. But the truth is, you can never know for sure if you will ever get those goals. Life is unpredictable. The only perfect place you can exist in is right now. So now is the only time you actually can start, because you have no idea if you even have a tomorrow or an hour from now. So quit wasting any more time thinking about it and start in the perfect time of right now. And with that, Aluxers, we've got a question for you. What are you wanting to start? And what is your biggest excuse for not having started it yet? Let us know in the comments and be honest. Now, for sticking with us until the end and being a true Aluxer, here's your bonus. If you really want to be specific about the science of starting something, then perhaps time management expert and author Laura Vanderkam has some advice for you. She proposes that if you had to pick, then Thursday is a far better day to start something new than any other day in the week. I think we've already established that Monday is a bad day to start something new. According to Vanderkam, Wednesday is the longest workday on average, where we already cram in the most. But by Thursday, the work week is starting to wind down, with fewer new things starting up. Thursday is the perfect day to implement a new goal or habit. Friday is just one more day, so most people would keep up the habit or stick to the new project, because Fridays feel positive and generally have a lighter workload. Then you can use the weekend to tweak your methods or just keep on the routine. And by Monday, you've positively reinforced this habit already, and it doesn't feel like a foreign task that requires a ton of energy and focus to do. And this is the point where something starts to become easy to follow through on as a part of your everyday routine. So if this is something you're struggling with, why not give the Thursday approach a try? Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, Alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.